In this video, you're going to learn what mental toughness means, the characteristics that make a mentally tough athlete, and then a strategy that you can use to really begin building your mental toughness. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach, and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. Before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you're an athlete looking to improve your mental game. Now, every athlete wants to improve mental toughness. You know that the stronger you are mentally, the better you're going to perform. And not only will you perform better, but you're going to be able to bounce back from failure and manage setbacks and mistakes in a more positive and productive way. But knowing that you want to be mentally tough is not the same as knowing how to improve mental toughness. And this is because of two main reasons. Number one, it can be difficult to get a clear idea on what it actually means to be mentally tough. Which brings us to number two. If you aren't clear on what it takes to be mentally tough, you won't know how that you can really go about building mental toughness as an athlete. What you need is a combination of a clear definition of mental toughness and a strategy that you can apply to improve your mental toughness as an athlete. Now, to come up with a definition of mental toughness, it's best to really look at specific characteristics that work to build athlete mental toughness. This really helps us get beyond, just a broad definition and land on something tangible. When you have an idea of what characteristics make up something, then you know that the development of those characteristics is going to be what you need to focus on to attain the end result. And so, to build mental toughness, you must work on developing these 6 characteristics: self-awareness, confidence, focus, resilience, calming your nerves, and self-management. So let's break down each of these characteristics into a little bit more detail. First, we'll start with self-awareness. Self-aware athletes have the ability to recognize their thoughts and feelings, but really more than just recognize them, they understand them. And this is a key component to managing yourself, which is another characteristic of mental toughness that we're going to talk about in a little bit. And then number 2 is athlete confidence. Athletes who are confident in themselves and their skills are going to have a high level of trust in themselves, and they know that they have the skills they need to succeed. Confidence provides athletes with a stronger mindset because they are no longer looking to other people for validation of their play. And then number 3 is focus. Focused athletes have the ability to control their attention. Focus keeps you from really falling victim to many distractions that you're going to face as an athlete, both internally and externally. And then we have resilience. Resilient athletes not only bounce back from mistakes and failures, but they know how to learn from them. Athletes who are mentally tough know that mistakes can be turned into something positive if you take something from them that can improve your game. And then there's the ability to calm your nerves. When an athlete can calm their nerves going into a game, they're going to play with more mental clarity. This will make it easier to focus, along with playing freely and with full confidence. And lastly, there is self-management. Athletes who are skilled in self-management are able to recognize their thoughts and feelings and also their behavior, which is the self-awareness we were talking about, and then manage them. Mentally tough athletes control their own thoughts and emotions, and they have their thoughts and emotions work for them rather than against them. Now, knowing that the 6 characteristics I just described make up mental toughness, the strategy that you can use to build mental toughness for yourself is to really focus on improving each of those characteristics. Now, this takes work. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight, but to be honest with you, nothing in your sport has. When it comes to your physical skills, you've likely put hours upon hours and years into your training to get them to where they are now. You need to take the same work ethic and apply it to building your mental toughness. And so what I'm going to do in a second is introduce a way that you can really speed up this process. But for now, I want to provide you with a single exercise for each of the characteristics that will help you develop it. So for self-awareness, there's going to be writing. A simple exercise that you can do is begin writing each day. This is a way for you to come face to face with your own thoughts and really begin to understand the connection between your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. And then for confidence, we have self-talk. What you want to do is come up with a list of statements that work to boost your confidence. Then each day repeat the statements to yourself at least once to begin working on building your confidence. And then for focus, we have mindfulness. Now, mindfulness training is going to train focus because you are working on controlling your attention and keeping it centered in the present moment. And then resilience, what you want to do for resilience, so bouncing back from mistakes, is come up with a thought-stopping phrase. A phrase that you can say to yourself whenever you make a mistake or whenever you have a setback. It should help you really stop those negative thoughts, let them go, and get yourself refocused. And then for calming nerves, breath work is a fantastic tool. before the game begins or even before practice begins, turn your attention onto your breath. Take some nice deep breaths. This is going to center you in the present moment and calm your nerves. And then for self-management, you want to set objectives. As you set objectives for practices and games, you work to focus on them. By doing so, you are working to control yourself better and you're building that skill of self-management. And by putting the exercises that I just outlined into practice, you will begin building your mental toughness. And so what I've done in the description below is put links to videos that go into more detail on each one of those exercises. So go ahead and click those and learn more. Now, if you're looking for a way to really speed up this process, then you can use one-on-one mental performance coaching. I offer one-on-one coaching for athletes of all sports and all levels. And what we'll do is first identify what right now is keeping you from being as mentally tough as you'd like. In other words, which of the characteristics need the most work? Then what I'm going to do is create a custom mental training plan for you that's going to cover your main strengths and weaknesses and the main skills that we're going to focus on. Now, the actual training and coaching takes place during 50-minute coaching sessions each week, and this is going to be performed virtually, so you can have access to this coaching no matter where you are in the world. And then following the coaching sessions each week, I'm going to give you some action steps that you need to perform. These action steps will be where you really take the tools and techniques that you're learning and you apply them to begin building your mental toughness. To learn more about one-on-one mental performance coaching, go ahead and click the link that I've put in the description below.